Last we left off with the Woodstock saga, they were without a venue and without one of their producing partners. I think was going to handle their camping and catering and some of the other things. Not the people that are actually going to be hooking up the speakers and everything else like that. Now we have an update for you guys. It's not a thrilling one, but it's amazing how, I will say this about Michael Lang and the Woodstock team. They are not going down without a fight. They are absolutely not going down without a fight. It is June 20th. This festival takes place August 17th, 16th, 17th was the first 50. Oh, there's a counter on the website. 57 days. We are 57 days, 3 hours and 29 minutes away from this festival supposedly taking place. And I think the biggest obstacle at this point, besides the fact that they appear to have no money, is that they don't have a venue anymore. And again, this would all be completely right down the guidelines of the Fire Festival. But there's still that 1% in all of us that are like, well, they did it once before in 1969 when it was way more difficult than it was today to pull off a festival. And look what happened. Now, I don't think we're going to get that by any means. There's not, we're never recreating that first moment. Never, ever, ever. But honoring it and trying to remember it is understandable for me. So anyway, the latest update is they are now considering one of the harness racetracks for a venue. WKTV reports that the Vernon Downs Casino, Hotel, and Racetrack is one of 5 or 6 venues being considered for Woodstock 50. Vernon Town Supervisor Randy Watson and Vernon Downs officials have confirmed that the venue is one of 5 or 6 being considered. As I said, it's scheduled for August 16th to the 8th, so we're less than 2 months away. We're about 2 months away. And now they're thinking about moving this over to Vernon Downs, which is located 40 miles east of Syracuse in Vernon, New York. Watson told the Utica TV station that Woodstock organizers are in the process of filling out an application for a permit from the town of Vernon, but have not completed it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but that was essentially one of the issues that they were having with Watkins Glen, right? That they hadn't finished the application process or whatever. I don't know. Here's the real concerning part about this too, where I just don't foresee this being a viable option. When Woodstock 50 first came up as an idea, 150,000 people was the plan. Not bad, big, doable. We've packed 400,000 up to upstate New York before. 150 seems like it could be manageable and done. That got slashed in half at some point down to 75,000. Now, Vernon Downs, going back and researching this, supposedly back in 2012, when they were looking to do a Bruce Springsteen concert that year, they said that they can hold up to 30,000 people. That is a long ways away from 150,000 and a pretty decent distance from 75,000. Like we were talking about on a previous morning show with Anthony vlog, which you can go back and watch all of our vlogs at wehm.com under the on-air tab. Just click on Anthony. We did the math, and 75,000 people at a $400 ticket. Logistically, financially, that works. Financially, you can make that work. 75,000 people times a $400 ticket, rough estimates here. You're coming in around $30 million. Not too bad. If that's what you paid supposedly for all of your talent, which is what the rumor is, I think it might be maybe a smidge less than that. To break even is not too bad. Considering that a bunch of those tickets are going to be those VIP $1,000, $1,500 tickets, and that should help you outstretch and pay for whatever else you need, security, plumbing, so on and so forth. Not to mention sponsorship money could come rolling in, which it should have. And then you have, vendors that are going to pay to get in there. Your beer vendor's going to pay you. The food vendors are going to pay you. So it's not a loss. It's a profitable business at 75,000 tickets. At 30,000 tickets, I just don't see how that can even happen. I really don't. Unless they start shaving off artists, but even then, they've all already been paid. That money is gone. So you might as well have them show up and play. And to have that lineup for only 30,000 people, I don't know. Now, a lot of articles that I read about this go on to point out that, like, well, you don't have a lot of time, so 30,000 tickets. I still think if the tickets went on sale today, I still think they can sell 75,000 tickets. That's not, to me, the tickets is not you have enough juice in your brand bank account and artists to do 75,000 tickets. That's, like I said, that's MetLife Stadium. That's not a big, we sell that stuff out every day. Stones go on tour, Jay-Z goes on tour, Madison Square Garden or whatever. They're going to move those those are one or two artists. They got like 40 artists. So selling the amount of tickets is not a problem. It's making this financially viable at a location. I would also love to know who the other 4 or 5 venues are that they're considering for this. They didn't say. Woodstock 50 is not talking to anybody. They're still with that ongoing court battle with the arbiter for Dentsu Aegis. They're still doing that thing, fighting for that $17 million that they took out of the bank account. So, we're in a wait and see thing right now. But Vernon Downs is exciting as it sounds to have a venue, doesn't seem like a viable option to me. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Anything else goes down with this, we will keep. Then you got to raise the price. Now you're talking $500, $600 for a ticket. That's not as easy as $400 a ticket. For $400 a ticket for a weekend's worth of entertainment, let's be honest, that's not that bad. That's not crazily before I get all the comments of, are you crazy? It's not crazily out of proportion with what we're paying for a concert today anyway. Look at Coachella's prices. Look at Bonnaroo's prices. Look at a ticket for the Rolling Stones. That's not an insane ticket price. It really isn't. Even when you count the cost of camping or hotel and whatever, which, by the way, at Vernon Downs, camping would not be available unless they got a site somewhere and were able to bus people over. I don't know. But now, 30 days ago, I was like, I think they can pull this off. I think they're going to surprise some people. With 57 days out, I'm like, how long are they going to drag this out until they cancel it? Or what is this really going to wind up looking like? Again, I said slap this at MetLife Stadium and you're done. Although one of the listeners was nice enough to inform me that there's a preseason football game that day, and the NFL is definitely not moving that out of MetLife Stadium for that. So you might have to move it somewhere else entirely. Maybe Gillette Stadium in New England. I don't know. Maybe Buffalo. I know that Michael Lang lives up in Ulster County and he's very obsessed with upstate. So maybe Buffalo. Maybe they throw it up in the Buffalo Stadium for a couple of days and you're done. City of Buffalo could definitely handle an influx of 75,000 people. That shouldn't be an issue. Cuts down on all your permits, right? There's plumbing, there's water, there's food, everything, seats. It's all kind of built in. Town's got hotels and camping and all that kind of stuff. Might make sense to do it up there in Buffalo just to get it done. Maybe the festival grounds are just not the kind of way to go anymore. Who knows?